make sure that we have the best education for every child. From the day they're born, from the day that child graduates from college. And we know how to do it. If we invest in early childhood education, we can close the achievement gap. Make sure every child is learning. The problem is we don't know. The problem is not that we don't know how to do it. The problem is that we don't care enough. We say we want every child to succeed, but you know, black kid in the inner city, well, that child can't learn. Kid in the barrio in South Texas, well, that's an immigrant kid. That's not our problem. Kid on the reservation here in Montana. That's not our problem. Let me tell you something. Every child is our problem. Every child is our responsibility. We have to invest to make sure they're prepared when they start school. I don't want to just talk about how great teachers are. I want to reward them for their greatness. By giving them higher salaries and giving them more support. I want high standards for our schools, but I don't want teachers just teaching to a high-stakes standardized test, because I want our kids learning art and music and civics. I don't know about you, but I want to make college affordable for every young person in America. So we're going to pay a $4,000 tuition credit every student, every year, so that they're not burdened with $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 worth of debt when they graduate. But young people, you'll have to give something back in return. For that $4,000, we get some community service, some national service. You spend some time in a homeless shelter, teaching on a reservation, working in a veteran's home, joining the Peace Corps. We're investing in you invest in America, together we'll move this country forward. I want an energy policy that makes sense. Our current energy policy doesn't make sense. We send $1 billion a day to foreign nations because of our addiction to foreign oil. We are paying record prices at the pump, and I know you guys have to drive a lot around here. Montana, Wyoming, y'all, you got a long ways to drive. Filling up that tank is no fun. So we're paying record prices. ExxonMobil, meanwhile, made $11 billion last quarter. And we're melting the polar ice caps in the Arctic. It's a bad deal all around, unless you're ExxonMobil. So here's what we have to do. We have to cap the emission of greenhouse gases that are causing global warming. I know Montana's a coal state. My home state, Illinois, is a coal state as well, but we've got to make sure that we are investing in the technologies that capture carbon, because we can't sustain the planet the way we're doing it right now. And we have a moral obligation to leave behind what we inherited. Look at this incredible landscape around here. We've got to pass that on. We've got to pass that on to the next generation. And there doesn't have to be a contradiction between good environmental policy and good economic policy. If we cap the emission of greenhouse gases, we can generate billions of dollars that we reinvest in solar and wind and biodiesel and clean coal technology. We can generate billions millions of jobs in the green energy sector, making our buildings more energy efficient. We can incentivize consumers to change their light bulbs and insulate their homes. These are all steps that we can take, and we've been through bigger challenges than this. It's not going to require that much sacrifice, but it will require a little bit. But that's what Americans do. We sacrifice a little bit for the next generation. That's what we do. That's how we build this country. We raise fuel efficiency standards on cars. I know some of you are getting 8 miles a gallon. I know it. We've got to raise those fuel efficiency standards. And by the way, when I said that, I didn't say it in front of an environmental group. I said it in Detroit, in front of the automakers. I said, you've got to change your ways. We'll help you, but you've got to change your ways. And I have to say, the room got really quiet. Nobody clapped. But that's okay, because part of what you need from the next president is not somebody who's just going to tell you what they think you want to hear, but is going to tell you what you need to hear. Is going to tell you the truth. Finally, I want a foreign policy that reflects our deepest values. I want a foreign policy that will make us safe, but also restores the respect which Americans held around the world. My job as Commander-in-Chief will be to keep you safe. And I won't hesitate to do what's required to keep you safe. Keeping you safe starts with maintaining the finest military in the world. And that means training our troops properly, equipping them properly, paying them properly, putting them on proper rotations, treating them properly when they come home. No more homeless veterans, no more waiting for disability payments, no more waiting for hours to get into the VA. We owe our veterans all of our honor, all of our respect, and we've got to put our money where our mouth is. Keeping you safe also means using our military wisely. And the war in Iraq was unwise. It has cost us so dearly, but it has not made us more safe. It has distracted us from the war that needed to be won in Afghanistan. It has weakened our economy. It has fanned the flames of anti-American sentiment. That's why, alone among the remaining presidential candidates, I opposed this war from the start in 2002. And that's why you can trust that I will bring this war to an end when I'm president of the United States of America. So when somebody asks you, who do you want answering the phone call at 3 in the morning? You tell them what you want is somebody who will actually read the intelligence, who will actually listen